Oh, Jesus.
Hello.
Hello, I am your new host for the week. My name is Riley Martin. I finally have a new show. Unfortunately, today is Cinco del Mio, and I may have been imbibing. I think I got some bad Chinese food. um. So. Oh.
We should just do
Wow.
that for the next.
He had his chance again, and oh well.
We should just do that for
Motherfucker.
next 30 minutes.
I probably could. It'd probably be better than Stern Show.
That was what I was saying.
Good evening, everyone. Monique is out and about doing things, but still watching the Met Gala. It is Monday, May 5th. And there was a show today for some bizarre reason. I have no idea. I am Dennis the Jackie Chair, and with me is Jeremy Harrelson over there. And below is Mr. Whiskers.
Hey, fellas.
Also Xavier. They share a mic, I think. That's why it's not on. It's very, very weird living arrangements. Yeah, so I guess I'm the only one that. Did you hear the show today, Jeremy?
A little bit of it in and out.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm the only one that endured the 2 hours and 54 minutes of sheer hell. And I mean, it was bad. I mean, honestly, it is really bad. The whole theme of the show today, though, contract negotiations.
What a shocker.
That's the theme of the show. And we have a lot of clips for that. Mo sent me clips through text messages. And so I got 16 of these things. And it's been interesting. So we're gonna have we're gonna have a lot of fun trying to get them to play. I'm working on a laptop, and it is a lot of moving parts. Usually when I do my my car one, it's very simple, straightforward. There isn't a lot. There's no audio, so I got a lot of going on here.
That's all.
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead.
What you have to keep in mind now is like we are 5 days into May. That means he literally has like you can count on two hands. Listen, how many weeks he has left before he goes on vacation.
I think it's 7 weeks now.
Yeah,
I think it literally is 7 or 6 weeks at this point.
Yeah, because last year there was some debate. Would he work the first week of June or And I think
he's going to he's going to take his 2 weeks off, and I don't know when he's going to quit in June. Don't know when he's going to quit in June though.
But I always love to bring this up when we get to this point of the year. We only have a few shows left before he's gone until the Halloween season. I always mention Halloween season because it just puts things in. Because you can say, well, he's going to come back, at the end of summer. No, when he comes back, all the spirit Halloweens are up and all this.
Oh, yeah.
You can buy your Halloween themed Oreos. All that's
the kids are back in school.
So when you
literally yes.
So when you put that in perspective, that means he doesn't have that much time before this contract is done. He really doesn't. There aren't that many shows left in the year.
We're at about 50 shows left.
Yeah.
It's May and there's 50 shows left. Just let that sink in for a second.
And saying show is being very generous.
Yeah, this is a show like I am a news reporter. I mean, this is not a show at this point. This is literally I'm filling time to make the rest of my contract happen.
Yeah. And at this point, I mean, how many times have we said there's no way he can get another contract? And we've been proven wrong. But the thing is, at this point, though, by serious standards, they're pretty stacked when it comes to other people. I mean, they haven't used Howard in any of the commercials in how long now?
Years.
years.
Nowhere to be found.
And he's no longer on the advertisement stuff.
Zero.
Like all the hard advertising.
Yeah.
It's really not. It's not there. So I think that with them signing all these good podcasters.
Yeah, they gave it all to Conan apparently.
Well, no, and call her daddy. Those two made out like bandits, and also there was the three guys that he went on their show.
Well, and then there's the short black comedian. What's his name?
The guy that has to use a booster seat.
Yeah,
What crashed the Cuda? Oh, what the hell is that? I can't remember his name. I remember everything he did though.
Autobot Al, bail us out, bro. He's gone. Kevin Hart. So Kevin Hart. You got freaking Eminem. You have Conan.
I'm gonna take this mouse, and I may live on air take this mouse and absolutely haul it against the wall.
So
haul it against the wall.
Well, okay. So so once again, Conan, Kevin Hart, Eminem. You got Call Me Daddy, chick, and then there's probably another person.
The guys that he went out to the fish house to. The Smartless.
Yeah,
they paid them $100 million for whatever the hell they do.
I mean, if you had to pick a volleyball team, bro, where does Howard fit into that equation?
He doesn't.
He doesn't. He doesn't. And he takes up the most amount of physical space at their place.
They don't.
And so it's like, yeah.
They don't take up any space. That's the killer. They take up nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Howard's down to getting.
Then those people weren't around. Conan was barely starting to become a thing. So yeah. So now,
Conan's aged out too. Conan is aged out.
Yeah.
He really has. He's getting to the point where his fans were in the early 20s, but that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah,
they're not in the early 20s anymore.
That's true.
I agree with you as far as the selling commercials is involved, but at least Conan provides content. Howard doesn't.
That's true.
Howard literally flips on a fucking mic in his basement, and that's it.
And that's what today's show sounded like. In fact, let's get to the opening of today's absolute piece of dog shit, because it's dog shit. It wasn't even shit. It's dog shit. So let's feast their ears on this mess. Let's see. Add the stage.
Say good morning to Catherine is on the air. We'll take some phone calls right off the top, and we have a lot to get to. So, Robin, please behave yourself. Catherine, I have no time.
All right.
No time for you to act up. Catherine, go ahead in New
Jersey. Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to be punished.
Hi.
Stand in the corner. Yes, Catherine.
Good morning, Howard. I'm honored to be your first call of the week.
Yes.
I'm wondering, does Sirius have any kind of plan for if you retire? Because personally, the only reason I have a subscription is for you. So if you retire, I'm canceling my subscription for Sirius.
Do you believe that this is the way he opens the show?
Wow.
He comes in that fucking hot. I mean, he came in that fucking hot.
Well, you guys have always pointed out very correctly that if anything's big time on his mind, it's right out the gate with it,
Yeah.
Right out the gate.
So how does everybody think that negotiations are going? I have a feeling they're going pretty bad.
Maybe not at all.
Not at all.
Maybe they can't get a hold of him. They won't call him back.
Dude, there is no way that this shit's panning out anywhere the way he thinks it should have.
Oh, Miss Witz is no here.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. So wait, you got now. Wait till this call gets even better, because
oh boy,
she's just reading the script.
Many of you know that SiriusXM is one of the most thought out companies on the planet.
What happened? What happened? What happened?
Uh-oh.
What happened? What? Whoa.
Game. Blouses.
What happened? There was more to that opening. Oh, I don't want to.
All right.
No time for you to act up. Catherine, go ahead in New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to be punished.
Hi.
Stand in the corner. Yes, Catherine.
Good morning, Howard. I'm honored to be your first call of the week.
Yes.
I'm wondering, does Sirius have any kind of plan for if you retire? Because personally, The only reason I have a subscription is for you. So if you retire, I'm canceling my subscription for Sirius.
Many of you know that SiriusXM is one of the most thought out companies on the planet.
All right, so that actually was the entire clip.
They have a plan. They have a plan for a studio.
Bro,
for the studio. That's for sure.
It's the same shtick he used to play. He used to pull when the terrestrial contracts were up. You know, I'm just going to retire. It's like, bro, you've been retiring now for close to 30 years. Literally close to 30 years.
But it almost seemed a little bit different, though. It almost seemed like Howard was on the attack to kind of like point the view, you know? Like,
well, back then he had leverage.
You know, they won't have, exactly. It's almost like the opposite now. Like,
he has no leverage. He has no hand. Quoting back to Seinfeld, he has no hand. So Azores is going. Sirius probably wants him to come back to the studio for the next contract. No, Sirius wants to get rid of his studio because he is podcasting from home. There's no reason to have a studio when you're podcasting from home. Not that much space. They take up an entire floor, literally an entire floor.
Do they really? See,
yes.
I've never been there, so
they used to take up 2.
Well, yeah, they do. If you add the two together, it's an entire floor of the building.
Yeah.
Wow. It's too much space for a part-time podcaster. So it's just not good. It's just not good at all.
Think about that. As far as New York real estate is concerned, I mean, holy crap! You can have like a hot topic in there.
Absolutely! Hell, they can do anything in there and make more money. Wait! Oh my God! Wait! Oh, I was putting it up there. Damn it!
Go!
Dan Delafiore for $2 can Puzzle do a segment. If she actually wasn't such a damn diva, she would. I can't even get her to come and sit down with me.
Man.
So this is not happening.
No respect.
Almost
no respect at all at my own house. All right, so wait, you got it. All right, so
she's like he's drinking again. Stay clear.
Yeah, this caller stays on, and this is just utterly. This is the level that we were talking at today.
Will Richard and Sal be part of the 25-year plan?
No, absolutely not. The HR said no way. They've done putting up with those two. By the way, someone tell Sal that like when a female is around, like somebody visits, you don't call women honey. You know what I mean? Like he's always like, "Oh, honey, how are you, honey?" Okay. It's like he's trying desperately to be a character from 1943 or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that before his time? All that sweetheart, honey stuff.
Well, his.
So that was
any segment where Howard and Beth are on, literally up until now. Like look at the like the Newly Weird game where they were on, or the Dr. Keith Avalo, whatever. That's their pet name for each other, honey. That's Howard's pet name for her.
Is it
every time?
Well,
yeah, you're right.
Well,
you're right.
They're gonna double. See, that was a weird segue into the entire next 45 minutes. That they literally sat there and we went back to the whole Sal is an idiot. Sal doesn't know how to act in the office, and this time it's with Sam. I am, and this is cringe. This is cringe. Today's show, the other theme besides contract is cringe. Literally, they did so much cringing today that it actually hurt. It was really that bad. So let's go into this tasty morsel of sheer hell.
You like looking at her, but stop it. Stop it.
First of all,
stop commenting on who's on Ozempic.
Stop it. Well, Howard, she's
your coworker.
I mean, she's very, very thin. So I just said, are you on Ozempic? Because
all right, first of all, the balls on him after calling out how many celebrities being on Ozempic. Literally, Howard basically pulled out everybody that got thin and did a whole rant for weeks about Ozempic. And now, they're going to jump on Sal for saying that Samantha, who dropped weight really fast after having a baby, just asking that. My God, it's like the world ended. I mean, Jesus, this is where we are now.
It's almost like he gets all flying so close to the sun, because he's been doing it so much
recently. Recently, man, he's been getting really close.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Today he actually goes in for a real close dive to the sun. there is a just a completely non-self-aware moment of this show where
strafes the sun.
Oh geez, I think he was on fire for a second. But I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. And this was 45 minutes of berating Sal because he commented on the way Samantha looked, and it's just and literally then you had Robin chiming in and. Let's continue with the clip because it gets much worse.
Because it was
why
like,
are you commenting on her appearance so much?
Because I'm a human being with two eyes and a brain, and when I see something, I say it.
You don't understand. You don't understand the workplace, the modern workplace. It's not for you to sit there and evaluate her.
Howard hadn't been in the modern workplace.
This is a Howard Stern show, right?
Let's all remember the intern beauty pageant. Can we remember the intern beauty pageant that Howard did, that Robin was sitting through and never said a word, but she absolutely lambasted Sal today. Lambasted Sal because he commented on the way she looked.
It's really weird. The people who literally sued a show because it ripped them off of "Are You Hotter?" Then blah 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 with the laser pointers.
Yep.
And then he had a scale built into the studio so he could know how much Anna Nicole Smith weighed, and then like he berated her about how fat she was for like an hour, and that's literally the whole Howard Stern verse is based on him belittling women, but now it's like But you know what? Sal's a bitch, and he knows it because he knows Sal is financially dependent on Stern to support his family, so
he can't say anything back.
Exactly.
Like he would launch in. He would absolutely launch into Robin back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
he'd give it back to her at least, you know.
Yeah, he didn't at all. He just sat there and played along with his stupidity, and it was once again another cringe moment on the show where you just had this man that literally not only did he have the intern beauty pageant, that's just wrong. Let's remember that little tidbit of history there, or anal ring toss, or yeah, I mean all these things that were every porn star had to get naked, had to get on the Sybian, literally.
And if a caller back when we had real callers had the audacity of like mentioning something that Howard didn't want to talk about, like remember that famously the girl that called in to ask for an update on Artie, and his would go to calling them a pig.
Yes.
So it's just like,
yes,
it's like it really is a chuckle to hear this guy at this point pretend that he gives a shit.
Like dumber than a box of rocks.
Exactly. All of a sudden he's Captain.
Forgot about that one.
All of a sudden he's Captain Save-A-Ho, bro.
A box of rocks. They would have to say I'm dumber than a box of rocks if they got,
or win Fred's money where the girl had to get naked and she was behind the shower curtain.
Oh, it's just wrong.
It's just wrong, yeah. But they did it once for Winfred's money too.
Yeah, or
you gotta have a girlfriend get naked.
Stop the buoy and Winfred's money.
And literally the balls on this guy at this point, the balls on him is just and you talk about flying close to the sun. Bro. I mean, you're calling out on this type of stuff while you have a library of shit. Yeah. And it doesn't go away because it's still on the internet.
This is
not
like remember
anal ring toss.
Yeah, remember like not too long ago where he went on some show and said, "Oh, I never said the N-word." Like, oh, really? Yeah. There's literally like YouTube channels.
See, I got pissed off at the people on that show for saying nothing to that. Because if you know anything about if you ever listened to a show
like
in the 80s or 90s.
But even if you don't, you have a producer that tells you, okay, you're gonna ask him this question. He's probably gonna say this. This is what this is how you respond to that, and nothing. Everybody's just so kissy ass.
It almost makes me think like they paid to get on there and then dictate like what can and can't be said.
Well, there's usually when you book a gig like that, if you're of anybody notoriety, they will say, hey, well, he'll go on, but such like my kids are off topic, or my marriage is off topic, or this such and such is off topic.
Yeah,
And
let's all remember
Yeah.
this one. He remember he did this song. He sang
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the new thing about the kids are off top when he does the friggin' softball interviews, but yet still no one comes in. It's amazing. We're coming up the movie season. I guarantee we will not have one movie.
Oh, bro.
Not one movie thing from now to end of June.
I don't think we've had one since this last contract.
Nope.
During the summertime. I mean, honestly, I can't think of anybody.
Nope. No,
No.
And the thing is, there's a lot of movies coming out, and literally nothing. They're not even doing phoners with this guy, and he
It's
does
a waste of
softball
time.
interviews.
You know what? Because he's a lot of press tours, the press junkets and stuff like that are in New York and stuff. But if you're a talent person, you think, well, I can do like half a dozen shows that day, or I can do one plus like a 2-hour Howard Stern interview. It's a waste of your client's time.
Yeah, you hit the 10 TV shows and get all over the place, and don't do the friggin' the deep dive psychoanalysis from Stern
that nobody cares about.
That nobody cares about. No.
Slightly off topic, but somebody in the thread today brought up a good point, and I can't remember who it is. I apologize. But Mamet went to North Carolina.
Yes,
he went to UNC.
Yes.
And what better time? I mean, it's like.
Well, yeah, it was. Not all about the tendrils. It was toward the end of the day, and he's right though, because Mamet went to UNC. He graduated from there. And
that's a good journalism.
Why would you see the problem is that Stern is such a thin-skinned little bitch. Why would you have somebody on there that has knowledge about it when you could sit there and just sound like a fool? And then Mamet would actually be front and center at that point.
So, I wonder, you think it had anything to do with the age gap and his age gap? With that? Like he just didn't want that to go there?
He's already gone there. That's the bad part. But you know what though? He hasn't really addressed. You're right though. He's kind of skipping away from the age gap thing. He literally is skipping away from it. It's kind of weird. Well, it isn't weird.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. At this point, I don't know if like he, maybe back in the day it was more.
The whole Belichick debacle.
Yeah,
that is a debacle at this point.
Now that's an age gap now. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like once again Anna Nicole Smith and that 90-year-old dude. Not quite, but man, it is close. It's not that far fetched.
It's got that vibe. It's got that vibe to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, man. You know what? I wonder what she's doing to him. Because the dude is a notorious control freak. Mm-hmm. Like, what is she doing with her tongue and his butt?
Yeah, she's keeping that pot down. That's what she's doing.
She is doing stuff to him that changed his religion, bro. Because he is, I would say smitten, but he is. I mean, come on, man.
That's a good one.
Okay. She's a good-looking broad. She's not so good-looking that a dude would literally undo 30 years of career and reputation for that.
Yeah.
She is 24, though. I mean,
you might have to ask me when I'm that age.
Yeah,
she is going to be in a beauty pageant soon. I swear to God, they actually talked about it on a show. She's going to be in a beauty pageant, Miss Maid or something like that.
She's young enough to still be a co-ed there. Like she could re-enter.
Yes, she is.
I mean, she could definitely be in grad school. I mean,
yeah, no, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
That might be a violation of coach, administrator.
I don't think they would care, bro.
No, not at all.
I mean, the promise of him actually being able to coach them to a title, they don't care. They don't care.
See, that's the other thing. North Carolina's got. I mean, they weren't. Well, I mean, nobody cares about the football side of it, but they got a long ways to go. So.
I don't follow sports as closely as I used to, but I can't see him turning that program around. He's way too old to actually fix it.
I think the appeal is if we get him to be our coach with the transfer portal, you're gonna get talent wanting to come there but I don't know. I haven't been really paying attention as far as anybody's transferred to the school because of him.
Mhm.
So, you know.
Yeah, and the one interesting thing is when they sign the contract, there's a clause in there that basically says he can leave anytime,
Oh Jesus.
like with no penalty or anything. Like
Yeah.
and before all this with the girlfriend started, there was some controversy about him and his son because he hired his son to be I don't know if he's coaching the offense or something.
Steve Belichick, he's a defensive coordinator.
Okay.
Or he was.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Here's some manly talk here. Will he be worse than Dion at Colorado?
He will not be as good as Dion at Colorado.
But
He'll be worse because he doesn't have his son to play quarterback.
Yeah.
Well, I think they won 8 games last year, maybe Colorado.
Well, Dion at least
They also played a
brought
weaker
attention
division.
to a nobody program. So there's that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, North Carolina is in
Got to go up there in November.
They're in the ACC. They're in the ACC, right? Still.
Yeah.
So that's not going to work well for them. No. All right. But so we've had so much contract talk. It's so much a good thing. You know what we were missing? We were missing guitar talk.
Oh, of course.
And what do you know?
These guys put out their own line of guitars.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Howard, I want you to try my guitar. I said, John, really, it's you got to understand when I try something out, it's like a caveman playing. I can't, I started last year playing. He said, just go and try it out. And, and Billy Strings, who's an amazing guitarist, sent me a Martin guitar, and I called him and I said, Billy, what are you doing? I said, just play it. You'll enjoy it.
I mean, honestly, this is like giving.
That was our conversation.
Wow.
This bores me.
Wait, there's more. I just wanted to stop there because literally they're giving him like a real guitars. He's been playing for 40 years. He hasn't been playing for a year. He's been playing for 40 years. He still sucks. And honestly, it's like, okay, that's nice, but it's like, why he's doing the humble brag that these people are giving him guitars and he can't play, and it's awful.
But I keep mentioning this. Even if he was fucking the next incarnation of Stevie Ray Vaughan at his age, who cares? Who cares? I mean, okay, when's the last time someone said, "Hey, oh my God, I wonder what Joseph Satriani's doing right now"? I mean, come on. Nobody. Once these guys get to a certain age, nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit.
At least he didn't talk about music theory at this point. So there's no.
Yeah.
So wait, they continue.
And then the names go on. Remember
those
Slash?
Are cool, but Adam Levine giving you
Adam Levine gave me the guitar he played when he was on the birthday show. He gave me that recently.
Right. Yeah.
A Fender. It's the guitar he learned on. I said, why would you give me that?
Right.
So, and then I have Slash gave me a guitar years and years ago. Donovan gave me a guitar. These guys, you know what it is? I had the long hair, so I figure, well, he's like a rock star. He must play the guitar. They didn't know I'm a schlub.
Donovan gave him a guitar.
I mean, are you serious? I mean, seriously, this is like really. And they had like 6 calls from the Carolinas today. It was literally Carolina overload.
Yeah, when I called, they didn't let me on.
Nope. It was weird because they go through this thing where they find the fake callers, and usually it's like Pennsylvania. You'll have like 10 Pennsylvania calls, or you'll have calls from California, Arizona, and Nevada, and it's before 7:30 Eastern time.
Yeah, Marcus King's good too, man.
Marcus,
he's from Spartanburg. But anyway, I didn't know Adam Levine played guitar. I mean, I don't really keep up with him, but I mean, to see
I guess he's okay. It's not anybody I would ever go and want to go see play.
No, I mean, I saw him at the Super Bowl and he just ran around with his shirt off.
Well, yeah, that's Adam Levine. Benjamin puts it in perspective. Donovan gives everyone a guitar. He has 2 of them.
Dude, I mean, if Jimmy Page went on and on like this while they were doing Houses of the Holy, Robert Plant would tell him to shut the fuck up, dude.
Exactly.
It's like nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares, bro.
That would have been great if somebody called in and said, "How does your Billy Strings guitar sound, Howard? Because mine that he gave me was,
But that means a real caller would have to actually get on, and actually do something. There are no real callers today because I have another set of callers coming up. It is amazing how literally there is a theme for today. It's contracts. And what do you know? We have more contract talk.
By the way,
and Robin and the whole gang.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, speaking of all the calls from Carolina, I know a lot of people down here. Literally no one I know listens to the show. No one. Not a soul.
I'm by Tampa. And, I mean, you talk about having a lot of people from the Northeast. No one talks about listening to him anymore. No one. I mean, they literally stare at me when I'm almost embarrassed when I say, "Oh, I have a podcast," and they go, "Well, what is it on?" I mean, I literally would feel less embarrassed if I said, "Yeah, it's about porn." I mean, I honestly think it would be less embarrassing than saying Howard Stern.
I just say pop culture. What's your podcast? Oh, we do pop culture.
Yeah, I might have to just dip pop culture from now on.
Yeah, I mean that just kind of is a little bit less embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, it is. That's a lot less embarrassing because it's like you can't say you listen to it. You're doing on this. This is utterly embarrassing. There's no other way around it. This is embarrassing. Jesus. All right. So everybody buckle in. We got contract talk.
Hey, I'm calling you about the contract, the last contract you're ever going to sign, if you do sign one.
Yes. What is the question?
What about it?
What about it? Is that it? That's the statement?
I think it's very important. No. I think it's very important that you get maximum dollars because you are the company. That's it.
Wait, I'm stopping it right there. Jesus wept. You are the company.
Boy, this is fucking ponderous, man. Fucking ponderous.
For he is company. For he is Christ.
I mean, he don't even use them in print advertising anymore. So I have no idea what the hell this person's talking about. You are the company.
Remember all that stock you sold the day you were able to?
Oh, absolutely. After he ran the price up, then he sold his stock. Oops. All right. It continues.
Like, why don't they treat me like a partner? You know.
I guess I have a feeling that's been undone.
Well, isn't that nice? No, I mean, listen, you're forgetting the other channels. You know what we have here at Sirius XM?
Channels.
We have. Oh, don't say that.
How dare you?
I mean, you don't even know what's going on. You know, we've got what's it called on that channel, Robin? The comedy channel. Channel.
Right. We got Raw Dog. Right. We got a few
Raw Dog. We got Mad Dog.
You got Kevin Hart on 96. Whatever.
There you go. Okay,
I'd rather
Bill.
listen to Bruce on 20. Bruce.
Yes, Jeremy. No.
Dude, to put things in perspective, the last time they had Howard on those little cardboard things by the checkout was Sirius XM.
Yeah.
Not joking. The last time that shit was updated was when Radio Shack had them. And now do the math of how long Radio Shack hasn't been in existence.
Like 2009, 2010.
Yeah. So,
like they've had
do the math as far as Howard is the company.
They've had Flat Ronnie since then. Yeah,
dude.
Ronnie's been cardboard longer.
Back in 2016, I did a lease with Toyota, and they had the Sirius XM thing, and it was like it was Oprah, and that was like already faded by the sun. No sign of fucking Howard back then. So yeah, he hasn't been part of the Sirius campaign thingy for a while, man. It's been a while.
Yeah. When's the last time any of you guys listened to Howard 101? Like,
I don't. I specifically
I have
listened to it.
10 years.
It's been years, man. It's been years.
I have no desire.
I don't. I don't even think about that as being like, I don't think about that at all as being
No,
how
as
he's
well you
doing or
shouldn't,
anything.
because there really is no reason to think about it.
And,
There
and
really isn't. It is literally a wasteland of Jan Hine, Rashawn, and Bowie.
but think about when we everybody first got, because I'm assuming most of us got it the first year he was
Yeah.
on. Think about it. You had Geek Time, you had the Jackie's Joke Hunt, you had Pharrell, you had all you actually had
Bubber.
stuff that you were driving that you can listen to.
You know what? That pisses me off because I had the lifetime membership, and
Oh.
I hadn't thought about that in a long time, and now I'm fucking pissed off, man.
Lifetime in the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, lifetime in the radio.
They sent me a check for like $100 or something.
All I know is my Starmate replay. The screen is starting. I still have it. The screen is starting to fade on it. I'm getting like a dark spot, and I'm like, damn it! And there's no one that will fix those things. It's literally a pile of garbage. So I mean, it's just got to hold out till January.
Yeah,
I don't listen to Sirius other than this. I mean, seriously, I can't handle the music stations. I don't care about sports, especially the stuff they talk about. And honestly, nothing else on there even entices me, because I can get it elsewhere quicker and for free.
Well, I do have to say that I'm in the minority. I do like Sirius for everything else.
Really?
That one, because
What do you like about it?
I like the radio. You know, I like all the different choices. You know, like you can't listen to terrestrial radio because it's the same
that's
theme songs
unlistenable.
on repeat with mostly commercials. But I like deep tracks and outlaw country but I like the sports. Like I like the NFL because you can get both broadcasts for the NFL, like the home team and the away teams local. So if I'm doing stuff on Sunday and I can listen to it in my truck or whatever. But I'm in the minority. But I mean, I remember they sent me the letter, and it was like, dear lifetime member, we regret to inform you that
Your life is over.
There is no more lifetime memberships, and you're an asshole. So thanks for your money.
Did they really say that?
They sent a letter saying, like, listen.
There's no asshole part. The rest they told
okay.
They told them pound some sand.
This is fascinating because a few years ago, one of my relatives moved to England, and in the process of moving, they gave me like their shit. One of them was one of the original Sirius like doodads, the one that you plug into your car. It's like a little portable whatever contraption.
Yeah,
and I forgot I owned it. And not too long ago, I was going through shit, and it was a box of shit that like batteries and shit. And like, oh, this is a serious whatchamacallit, radio thingy for the car. I plugged it in. It still works. And they didn't have a lifetime subscription. And it still fucking works. I'll have to take a picture of it. And
I got my boom box in the room back there.
Yeah, it's
8 D batteries. 8.
But to go to show
like $35.
What are you? Was that one guy from Do the Right Thing, Radio Regime, whatever? No, D motherfucking batteries. But no, it's just like that's how this company's with it. That thing's been sitting in a box for years and it's still active, and no one's paid a dime on it in years.
Jesus. That's embarrassing. That literally is embarrassing.
Maybe somebody has been paying. Maybe Mo's been paying.
Oh no! My relatives are like cheap as F. No, there's no way anybody's paying for that.
So let's finish up this wonderful, this wonderfully comedic clip.
On 20.
We got Bruce, and by the way, there's a channel much better than our own, and I'll admit it. Yacht Rock. Everyone is talking about it.
Yeah, that was his attempt at humor. So, I mean, the show just honestly was just it was dragging, and as we kept on going through the contract negotiations on air, we went to our first and only commercial break at like 9:16. or it was something like that. They went to one commercial break today for 9 minutes. And of course, there's only a couple commercials in there, but we were treated to this. Everybody ready?
Yes.
A 24-karat dip rose in gold.
Gold dip. Yes.
Right. It will never die, and it doesn't have any thorns.
Oh yeah. No. It's beautiful. And Robin collects them all.
Could you imagine paying for that commercial? Could you actually imagine paying for that?
Like, well, how old is Steven Singer at this point? Isn't the dude's got to be like 90?
He's pretty old. I mean, but and we are exposed that these roses he buys them from China, and he has them sent over. And he pays like $1 a piece for them.
Yeah, you can get them like on Temu for like $1.
Was that Robin off the cuff?
I think that was scripted, and it was terrible.
That wasn't her. That was someone who impersonates her.
No, that was Blobbin. You
want
to hear it again? That's Blobbin.
Yes. Play it again.
A 24-karat dip rose in gold.
Dip. Yes.
Right. It will never die, and it doesn't have any thorns.
Oh yeah. No. It's beautiful. And Robin collects them all.
Yeah. That's all you got. That's it. You get half of the first verse, and then we'll cut you off.
And literally that's literally Robin disappeared from the commercial. She did that. She's gone. No more talking to her. Gone.
Wow, that's weird, man.
But once again, Steven Singer is 1,000,000 years old, and he probably thinks that Howard is a young, hip rock and roll guy. He's like probably like he listens to Howard and like the Turtles or something, you know.
The Turtles. Woo, Sue-Am.
On the other corner of
Monique sent them to me. I'm just trying to play them. I'm just trying.
Take a compliment, man.
I did tag her in on this. I go, Mo, I don't give a shit what time it is there. Mo, you got to hear this. Robin's singing.
So they kept coming back, like periodically to the contract thing, right? Like they would go away from it
all throughout the day. All throughout the day.
See, it's definitely on his mind, big time.
Oh, absolutely.
Even those guys wouldn't put in the script. They're like, let's go back. You know, it's just Howard's like, or either he said like, hey, listen, let's pepper this in because that's interesting.
Yeah. So, but it came back from the 9-minute break where there was only 3 commercials, and of course our favorite and your favorite black individual, king of all blacks, calls in with a whole treat of king of all black stuff, because he was asked to be on a podcast and he's getting paid to be on the podcast. And when you hear this, you're going to get angry. Seriously.
What?
Yeah. King of all blacks came on to say he was getting paid to be on a podcast. And when you hear the dollar amount, it is mind-numbing. Mind-numbing.
Can I ask a question? And I wanted to plug an appearance. I never did this before. Somebody's paying me. No, somebody's paying me some money to be on their podcast because they.
How much?
I've said some. $3,000.
$3,000
for a half hour. Yeah.
What podcast?
All because the Joe Button podcast. He had a rap record out years ago. Pump it up. He has the number one, so-called number one podcast.
Probably
around.
what he's thinking is you call into our show, and now you're mentioning it. So for $3,000, he just got a free commercial.
All right, we'll stop right there for a second.
Fuck off.
First of all, Howard actually showed when they came back from the break. He was doing a talk up on a modern Metallica song, and he actually was telling the time, and it was 2 minutes behind what I was listening. So it was 2 minutes behind. So he has 2 minutes of delay. If he didn't want King of All Black to say the name of that podcast, he could have easily nailed it and knocked it out.
100%.
2 minutes of delay. That's how much delay this show has.
Man.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So obviously there's some sort of tie-in. And it's just really weird that Howard just let it go.
It's funny.
But by the way, I call bullshit on the $3,000.
Oh, so do I.
There's no fucking way. There's no way a fucking podcast gonna pay anybody $3,000 to be on. No.
It's funny how Howard said like immediately how much Don Corleone, like, when it's like, what's his name? Like in the Godfather,
totally.
it's like,
yeah. So wait, hold on. How many? I got to figure out. Where do you hear the Joe Budden podcast? Is it on YouTube or is it like
Joe
where
Budden?
is it?
I have no idea.
Was it that song like pump?
I mean, on Instagram, he only has 1.7 million followers, which really isn't a lot. I mean, that's really not earth-shattering at this point.
Who's Stern?
No, Joe Budden that paid
yeah.
King $3,000.
When in the 90s are we talking about? I wonder. Did that song came out?
It was a long time ago. Yeah, he has 132,000 followers. That's absolutely nothing. I don't know. I don't know what King is talking about. I don't know how he's offered him.
Is it the song I'm thinking of that was on like the Jock Jams?
What song are you talking about?
Who said the name of the song was "Pump It Up"?
Pump It Up. Yeah, that was like 90s.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hang on, like the cheerleaders at the basketball game dancing.
Oh yeah. But I mean, how is this guy with a mediocre podcast at best paying somebody $3,000 to come on for a half hour? That's the part I'm not even beyond Stern letting it go. It's just like, okay, so you're letting it go, but then, all right. So here I'm sharing the button, what I found on the Googles. This is what I found.
That's a lot of money, man. That's a good point.
No kidding, for a half hour.
For a half hour. I wonder if he was missing.
There's no way. There's no way.
All right. So here's his information. Okay. So I mean, just humor me here for a second.
Okay.
All right. So we have here it is on SoundCloud, 132,000 followers. YouTube, 1.5. Okay, that's decent size. Though I've listened to a lot of people that have that many. I mean, he has some followers, but I mean, he's bigger than Stern. But then again, that's not saying a lot these days, is it? I mean, he's bigger than Stern, but does that really mean anything? I mean, seriously, and it's like, really? No. Okay.
I mean, I don't.
No, dude, it's at this point, Howard Stern is 100% going to get the Larry King treatment. He's going to want to keep doing shows, and everybody's going to go, well, we'll give you they're literally going to do him like he did Riley Martin.
Yeah.
He's literally going to be calling them cheap Jew bastards. He literally is. That's how it's going to
not a dumb guy.
Yeah, exactly. I feel that's remember ever since he left WNBC, he has been the most litigious individual in all of media. I mean, this guy sues at the drop of a hat.
Yep.
So let's listen to the rest of the intelligent conversation from King of All Blacks.
Yeah, but you are calling like that. You are.
But what?
Because if you get on the air and he knows, you'll mention it. So he's giving you $3,000. What else would it be? You're damn right. You sold yourself short. You were stupid.
That's Howard being triggered over podcasts. I guarantee you.
Oh, absolutely. That has bigger reach than he does. I mean, as not gigantic, but still big. It's still bigger than Stern's show.
I'm wondering if King of All Blacks is like trying to just stick it to him because he listens to the show. He knows Howard hates podcasts. He knows mentioning money. That's a lot. That's a lot of money for a half hour, man. Like,
that's way too much money. Way too much money.
I don't even give this credit this call any sort of credit. I think the whole thing is there's always an angle for Howard. There's never ever like just spontaneous shit happening on his show, especially on the over the telephones. King of All Blacks was told to call in, and he was told to blab about something, and here we are.
Maybe.
Yeah,
but he also would take his call. He is on that kind of like short list.
Well, he is because he said it today. He says the magic word that Howard loves,
which is
the N word.
Oh, that
he loves.
Wait, what word is that?
That N word. That YouTube does not like. But King of All Blacks drops that like it's friggin' like he's on the street. He's on the streets in the 90s. I mean, it's I mean, it's like, damn, but Howard wants that. That's what Howard wants. 100%.
He was great. That one time he called in and got Howard all riled up about Beth and that guy she used to work with.
Yes.
You know, it was like, man, I want to never fucking put up with that bullshit, you know?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That's bullshit. And Howard was like, you know what? You're right. Let me call her right now. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her.
Jesus, it's just awful. And yeah, and
he made her cry.
She ended up crying. Michael Broomer is absolutely correct. Howard's litigiousness came from Buchwald. That's the reputation Don Buchwald had. Yep. Ever since when he left WNBC, Don told him basically, if you have a deal and it doesn't work your way, sue them. And everybody he has done business with since 1984, he has ended it poorly, and he has sued them.
So unless you impregnate a stripper and buy a Mercedes.
Well, I mean,
nothing for some reason.
America's Got Talent did that one video, so but he was that was kind of to appease him for the fact that he got fired by Simon.
Yep.
You know. So he left on not on his own terms, because if you left it up to Howard, he would still be on right now.
Oh, absolutely.
He would just be milking it with no fucking no effort whatsoever.
He would be doing what he's doing on this podcast, what he would be doing on TV. The same laziness, the same absolutely out of touch commentary on things, because we're coming up on something that happened in the news not that long ago. It's a major story, and this is a great segue into this. And Howard absolutely is so lost and so out of touch with everything. This is absolutely priceless. This is priceless, Howard. 71-year-old Howard.
Beautiful debate. Shit, this is Jeremy Renner, the actor who almost died because he was driving around on a snowmobile, and then he hit himself with his own snowmobile. He ran over himself.
Yeah, he was trying to...
Snowmobile?
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
What the hell is he talking about?
He has no idea what he's talking about. He's riding his own snowmobile and ran himself over with his own snowmobile, which is pretty freaking impressive.
Yes.
And of course, Blobbin, of course, goes, of course, she can't be wrong. Agrees with him 100%. I mean, I'm like, I'm sitting there like, no, that's not what happened. Dude, and so it continues though. It gets better.
But if he would have said that he got run over by his own Zamboni during a hockey match, it would be more accurate. It would have at least been closer.
Yeah. So the stupidity continues.
Full debate.
Oh wait.
Shit, this is Jeremy Renner, the actor who almost died because he was driving around on a snowmobile, and then he hit himself with his own snowmobile. He ran over himself.
Yeah, he was trying to, I think he was plowing snow or something, because it had been a big snowstorm, and then something happened. He jumped off the thing and it ran over him.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his because I watched that Mayor of Kingstown, or Kingston. But Jeremy Renner has an audiobook out, and it graphically describes his snowplow accident.
Ooh.
I couldn't get through. If it's too much, then stop me. But here he is talking about seeing his left eye with his right eye after getting run over.
Thankfully, we stopped there. But honestly, Howard, being the imbecile he is, thinks that he got run over by a snowmobile while plowing snow in a snowstorm. when he was trying to help somebody, and the snowplow came and didn't see him and ran over him, and it was a giant snowplow. It was a city snowplow, not Joe Blow little thing.
He pushing his like nephew or something like that out of the way, or some crap like that?
Yeah, he actually saved somebody's life, something that Howard could never think of doing.
Bianca at the bottom of the pool.
Yeah, Bianca sank like a stone. The man in the house, Beef, had to jump in and go get her.
Yeah,
exactly.
I had to take off my boots.
Oh, he wasn't going to go in there. That wig might have floated to the surface. You kidding?
Well, wigs are very buoyant, so he could have snapped his neck if he jumped in there.
That is, especially with all the product in it, it would float right to the surface.
You know, they have cameras at that house, and you know there's security footage of that shit, man.
Absolutely.
You love to see that, like Howard, like sitting down, crossing his legs, and like, "I'm coming, Bianca." You know.
Do you think if Howard ever goes in the swimming pool that afterward they have to use those containment buoys for the oil slick that happens at the top of the fucking water?
No, that head never ever gets near the water.
Never.
And so Ed Rooney, of course, he's always the purveyor of truth and fact. Damn it. It was his personal snowplow. He got out to help his nephew, and he saw the snowplow was rolling at him. He tried to get into it, and his foot got run over, and he got sucked under it. Ugh.
How fun.
Well, he is lucky in that regard, I guess, that there was snow, because that does help. Because like in World War II, there have been examples of people getting literally run over by tanks, but because of the snow, like they only like maybe broke a bone or two in the foot.
That seems impossible, but yeah, that's crazy.
But also, it's colder. You don't bleed as fast. That's kind of the other thing. You bleed a little slower. Thank God.
If he bleeds, we could kill it.
Dang, that sucks, man.
Dude, that's
don't
crazy.
Make me think about the good.
And I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say Howard would have jumped off the snowplow and ran the other way.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Ran the other way.
Howard would have pushed his granddaughter into the snowplow to save him.
He would have screamed for Gary.
No.
Gary, come save this. Come save this kid right now.
He would have said, "Sorry, Deborah."
No, he would have asked. He would have asked one of SEAL Team 6 to go and stop the snowplow.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, those poor kids. They didn't have a father to protect them.
No, bro. So wait, what's the Jeremy Renner tie-in? Why is he talking about him all of a sudden?
It was just random.
Just random thoughts, just
random to kill time because we're at the back end of the show at this point, and he's trying to end it. And he did an audio book, so he actually played the audio book, which I'm glad that Monique didn't clip because Jesus, I just finished breakfast a little while earlier, and it was not going to stay down. It was pretty gruesome. Yeah, so we keep on getting manic now. We're going the pages keep turning fast and furious. The script, they keep on going to new pages of the script. So now the next person on the wheel of filler is Mamet, because we haven't heard from him in a while. So he listen to this.
But Bowie, Mamet, a bit of an asshole, but everybody else is pretty cool.
Mamet's got an interesting haircut. We had a meeting with him.
What's he doing with his hair now?
I don't know. He shaves, like he has a nice head of hair, but then he shaves the sides of his head. So all you see is, it reminds me of something out of the Third Reich. I mean, it's like, it's like the sides is shaved, but the top is long.
Yeah. So I've been looking, they didn't post anything of it. There is one picto of Mamet, on Stupidgram. I get it to it right now because it's, of course, a video. Oh Jesus, come on! It's the psycho test. There it is. Okay, I got it. So this is what Howard considers to be a Hitler haircut. If wow, look at it. It's so Hitler, it's black. It's so Hitler, it's black. All right. Why is this not working? Of course it's not going to work.
I don't know, man. It kind of does, to tell you the truth.
Oh, there it is.
Not Hitler, like a German soldier.
What are we talking about? Is this like a Tennessee top hat?
Yeah, no, I mean he just basically looks like a fade. I mean, honestly,
it doesn't look like Hitler's haircut. No,
I mean I don't know what I mean. Anything to say, you know
I mean,
what
that's
it
just
is?
the style now. Yeah.
Hitler is on the bingo card, and literally that's like the free one in the middle, Hitler, because every show Hitler is mentioned. I don't know. That looks like a normal haircut.
That's true.
Yeah, Sky Spectre brings up Colin Josh, whatever his name is from Saturday Night Live has that cut. Yeah, I've seen that. So I don't know. This is where the show is at this point. They're literally grasping at straws to fill time. I mean, that's where we are.
We're talking about haircuts now. That's
do you guys think that that Beth likes it down in Florida?
Yes.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, besides Billy Joel and his whatever,
Bon Jovi lives down there.
But they're not there all the time, though, right? They're like Howard.
They kind of flock like seagulls. I mean, not flock like seagulls. Like they flock like migrating birds, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So you think she likes it down there?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
She lives in a freaking $150 million mansion. It's pretty hard not to.
It's at a resort.
But I mean,
it's a resort.
Not by her North Shore
Antelope.
No, she's not by.
Well, here's the thing.
You can't go to the apartment and get away.
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't matter where she is. She'll inevitably always post cats that are in New York City. They're in she hasn't spread out all over the place, and she clearly pays, or someone is there doing the work that she takes credit for.
Good call,
and
Jamie.
also the
good call.
Yeah, the felon and Mama Judy are there.
That's probably it. I think in part all you guys are right, but that's a good point. She's close to her parents.
And I heard the snowstorms are much better in Florida for some reason. So
I ran so far away.
Well, right now, I'm watching the Yankees game, and it's like coming down sheets of water. So there's that.
Oh yeah, down in it's been very sunny in Florida. So yeah, so it can do nothing all day at its resort.
Bill Maher should have come and knock on Howard's door, just to be funny, when he was down there at Mar.
You've seen the house. How do you knock on that
door?
It's impossible.
Like, hey, you would literally need an army of White Walkers like in freaking Game of Thrones. Like they just come in and just barreling it, and like World War Z, where the zombies are using themselves to get higher on the wall.
But that's not necessarily true now, because we've seen that you could basically just walk in from the back. There's just those from the beach. I mean.
Oh, but there's you don't think there's security there, bro?
There's security,
but I mean,
man.
But you could get their attention.
All I think about,
shoot some fireworks.
I think about it like a Nazi prisoner of war camp where there's freaking machine gun nest everywhere.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You're not making it across the lawn.
Bro,
MG34 nest up there. Like
I remember many moons ago when John armed went to the Hampton place. I mean, he didn't get within like half a mile. I think there was like laser grids and shit,
Yeah, I mean they literally they
had the anti-aircraft guns ready for his ass.
Like Bill Maher tries to come up from the beach and it's like storming the beach.
That's a really good point, because that beach must be really hard to get to, because they live on both houses. They live like kissed up to the beach. And none of them really have any sort of like real physical barriers between. I mean, the one in Palm Beach, it's like it's the property's elevated, but I mean, it wouldn't be that difficult to climb up to a wall and jump over.
The one in the Hamptons, man, is very much more secluded and hard to get to from public access. But that one is really not.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull the Pelican Mansion up. It's so damn big. It's actually easy to see it from space.
I remember Xavier posted some pictures of it in a thread like a year ago from the back, like from Google Earth. And and they were rebuilding. I think they were rebuilding the stairs up from the beach.
No, absolutely. Jeez. It's a really it's I wonder how it works, and because there's they call it Billionaire Row. So like I'm sure that there's got to be some limited beach access in that particular part of Florida, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's also an island, so it's hard to get to the beach because it's an island. I mean, that's the other problem. It literally is a thin island with only one way on and one way off. Well, two ways on, but it's a hard. Palm Beach is a really hard place to go in and out of. Why am I having trouble finding this?
Yeah. Well, one thing about where Howard's house is in Palm Beach, like if you look on Google Earth, there's not that much beach when the tide comes in.
Oh no. It looks like you got about like 20 yards of beach.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Well, that part, the east coast of Florida is not really known for, you have Daytona Beach, but compared to the west coast, it's not really, beach central. It's kind of different. It's
like here we have long beaches, like
right.
But
in Florida, it's very, in the east coast. Oh, I found it finally.
I see it. I see you. See you working.
All right, there we go. I forgot where it was. So, all right. So if we look at this, if we look at this, all right, we're gonna share this. Gonna add the stage. Okay. So you see here. All right. There's no way to get from the front because there's the front door is way over here after that big driveway area. That's like 2 football fields. So you're not making it there. And then from the beach, you have all this open grass, so the security guards and the Dobermans can get you.
Exactly.
I mean, there is no way for you to go and get onto this property and say hello. There's no way. And remember, this thing is 18,000 square feet of living space.
It's what's it, 5 acres, right? Is that what we?
Yeah, it's 5 acres.
So now I'm thinking about it like the camp in Hogan's Heroes, with the dogs and the
Stalag 13.
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, exactly.
The MG42s.
It's
like look literally. At it. It's all set up to have that type of defense.
It's literally Mr. Burns' house from The Simpsons, bro.
Exactly. I wonder if that grass field in the front has landmines. Just
okay. Now here's a question.
That's a really good comp, Xavier, to Howard. Now is Mr. Burns.
Yes,
dude. Like bro, we are inching towards that fucking ultimate goal. How many times do you think Howard has physically touched that lawn? That manicured lawn.
Man, touch the lawn. Are you serious?
Yeah, no, like one. Maybe we were touring the house initially. I guarantee you. Yeah.
Smithers, lay down so I won't have to touch it.
Exactly.
He gets brought in the car up that driveway up the side and then dumped in the garage, so he doesn't even have to be out in the sun.
100%, dude. If you really think about it, he is a combination of both those characters. He is Mr. Smithers' body, Mr. Burns' body with Mr. Smithers' closetness.
Yeah, like Smithers could have been Ralph before, back in the day.
Yeah,
I bet he was. So yeah, that there is no Bill Maher just knocking on that front door. He's getting buzzed in, maybe. All right, so we go now. We start because we're getting near the end of the show here. I mean, there's 40 minutes left, so now we have to. You know what we have to do? You know what you need? You know what you need when there's 40 minutes left of the show? Victory laps. That's what you need.
Hey,
you need victory laps. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Victory laps.
For some reason, Medicated Pete was like waiting and building anticipation for his pants to come off. And I was just like, dude, please, already, let's go. Howard, I love Pete. Pete and Andy are so good together and always love Robin's reactions and giggles when Pete is in the studio. Yeah, it's hard not to laugh.
It's amazing. You have to see it. Is that up on the app yet?
I believe, gang, can you give me official confirmation? Is Medicated Pete stripping up on the app yet? I mean, I know that will drive a lot of traffic to the SiriusXM app.
You've never seen anything like it,
No.
So what's very fascinating is that before the end of the show, right when he was doing the live commercial at the end of the show, he learned that Medicated Pete was up on the app. and the excitement in his voice was a little too much. So here, for all your viewing pleasure, is Medicated Pete put up on the Twitter machine by the Stern Show, and this is cringe. Literally, this is what cringe is. This is the theme of the day. Here it comes. I'll make it a little bigger. That's what she said. Actually, I can just do this. Oops, come on, mouse. Come on, there we go. All right, we ready? Are we ready?
Do it.
No. Oh,
Jesus.
Dude, this.
Wow.
Oh. It's got that Jamiroquai hat on.
Yeah. So that happened. That happened.
And they posted that.
They posted that. They were proud. They were proud of that. That was embarrassing. Seriously embarrassing. Everybody gay for pay. There's Sal gay for pay. Medicated meat Pete gay for pay.
Bro, I got to make a comment here. The mic pack that they have on him is the stuff that was being used in the late 90s. No joke. The industry since like back when I was working in Australia, and that was like freaking 05, has moved on to the Electrosonics SM. Yeah. These little like silver looking things. They're like 1/3 of the size of that, if not smaller. That's like industry standard. What they have there is literally like Candy Radio Shack shit.
Yeah, it's like when somebody used to walk out of an interview like back in the like after 9/11.
Yeah, dude.
They'd have to drop the thing down.
I mean, that thing on his back, that's gigantic, bro. That is like seriously like almost like early 90s technology. And that's being kind.
Everything about that bit, now seeing the visual of it, is just second rate, absolute bottom bargain basement garbage. I mean, that literally, and that was the Wednesday show.
Well, it's visual to what you guys said the other day that Andy Cohen, like from the get-go, was not having. You know, it was like, what am I doing here? You know,
he was done. He was so irritated with them.
I mean, and then the fact he's mic'd up like crap. I mean, get a fucking A2 for the day. You get one for like $200. You know, it's like, come on, man. This show is so low rent, bro. And considering the budget that they have, that's the thing. If you think like, okay, there's just a fly-by-night show, they're just trying to get by. This show's now in the how many years are we going on? A dozen
it's
years
19 years it's serious.
Dude, that is a lot of they've
20.
Seriously invested close to $1 billion in this show at this point. And they're using like shitty ass equipment. All the like as a go-to, that's their default. Their default is always get the shittiest gear they could possibly get away with.
What about the trip to Paris? I mean, the gear they had there was embarrassing. I mean, I've seen YouTubers with better shit. I mean, seriously.
Your cell phone would be better.
Yeah. No. They had the GoPro with the GoPro fucking fuzzy, that really big one, and it's just like, and you know what's really funny? They had JD wear that POV GoPro setup. You never once saw one shot from that. There wasn't one. If you were inclined to torture yourself and go and look at all the clips that they did, and you'll see him working around. They never once cut to any of that. I guarantee you, they didn't know how to turn on the fucking GoPros, and they put it on him, and the battery was dead, or just hit record or anything.
So yeah, Lin B makes a great point, because the same days when Cheech and Chong were on the wrap-up show, and this is what we got instead. We got gay for pay Medicated Pete. That's what we got instead.
Hey, Dennis, was it the original premise of this that Medicated Pete, it was his dream to strip in front of a guy? Isn't that what they said?
Yeah. That's what he kept on repeating. Yes.
No,
that's what he
that's Howard's dream, bro.
That they either forgot about that or forgot to tell Pete that, because that's
Pete didn't reply that way about the thing. He never really no, there was really no.
Yeah,
no.
just like, they tried to get they really wanted High Pitch Eric to be gay.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean but this is they victory lapped. I mean everything. I can't wait till tomorrow when they victory lap the Sal and Sam fight.
Absolutely,
I can't wait. That will be victory lap tomorrow. That and King of All Blacks will be victory lapped.
Someone
I guarantee it. I say it right now. Peace and love. Those are your victory laps tomorrow.
Someone in California, someone's writing a letter right now.
Exactly.
That miraculously be mailed and get to Stern's hands in Florida tomorrow.
Howard, you're so right. I don't like being called honey anymore. This is not 1955. I can already see it. I can already see it happening. And Jason, if you're listening, you can use that. It's okay.
Oh, we're giving Jason ideas? Okay. Hey, Jason. Hi, I am writing this letter. I was listening to the victory lap yesterday, and if you guys aren't allowed to do that anymore, I am canceling tomorrow.
The last time Beth was on the air was right after they got back from the what's his face's wedding in Mexico.
Yes.
And every time Beth referred to Howard, it was honey, and every time Howard referred to Beth, it was honey.
Yes.
Like literally the last time she was on the air.
Yes. Hey, look who's having vacation yet is watching us. Hi.
Well, honey, that's a weird. Is that must be like a Pennsylvania thing? Is that what they refer to as
honey?
No. Is that what they call the ATMs in Pennsylvania? Honey, I need to get $20 out of the honey machine.
Honey.
Honey machine.
All right. Now she's asking questions. So what a control freak. God. What a control freak. Go to vacation. Isn't it dinner time or something? Shouldn't you be having drinks? Which is going fine. I've played clips. People are listening. We've got some supers. And everything's going swimmingly. It's swimmingly. Right?
Yeah. We're having a good time.
We're having a good time.
Yes. Just a barrel of laughs over here.
Barrel laughs. Oh, look what we're getting up to. It's, of course, tonight is the Met Gala, and annually Beth is begging to go to the Met Gala, ready to run over kittens to get there. And guess who brings it up today? Shockingly enough.
Tomorrow we're going to talk about what happened at tonight's Met Gala. JD will be covering that, and he will give us his top 5 hottest red carpet looks. So women all over are looking forward to that, where they learn who was the hottest at the Met Gala, an event I don't even understand. I can't even begin to understand, but I know. Every year my wife says, you should be taking me to that. And I go, she thinks it's the greatest. I said, why would I ever?
It's all about fashion and
I go,
getting into an outrageous outfit.
I would be so embarrassed to be at that thing. People, I don't know. I just would find it embarrassing to get dressed up to have my picture taken for no other reason than to just be dressed up. There's no even occasion.
And now the men are really, dressing. They don't just wear a tuxedo anymore. They have to turn it out.
Wait, he just had a questionably mentally challenged Auschwitz survivor swing his dick in front of Andy Cohen, but he's embarrassed to go to the gala.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
Yes, he's embarrassed to dress up in some sort of fashion outfit and go to the gala.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless it was in drag.
Barbados?
Then he'd be there. He'd be all over it, man.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Beefus wants to go so bad to that. And look at me. I'm gonna be so pretty. I'm gonna wear my Barbie outfit. And honestly, nobody's looking for it. Nobody cares about him anymore. I mean, he doesn't make the contributions to the right people to get in there. They're not in the zeitgeist of any type of current events, and no one wants. I mean, seriously, because Mo actually had a thread and she posted Sydney Sweeney, who looked friggin' oh my god. But that's who's there. People that are relevant,
right?
People that we actually care about or
Billie
want to
Eilish.
see dressed up, not a horse and the crypt keeper.
Like what? There's a criteria to actually go to that, right? You have to be invited.
Yes, you
Right?
have to make a donation to charity, and it's a large sum of money, and you get invited by. I think it's like the Mo would know this. It's Ann Winters, I guess. I think it's Ann Winters. She has to invite you. If you're not invited, you don't go.
So
it's like
just a theoretical question. If someone would say, Beth, if you kick that kid, okay, there you go.
Nice.
If someone would say, hey Beth, kick this cat right now, you can go. How far do you think that cat would go?
She would be like Ali Haji Sheik, man. That thing would go at least 60 yards.
She would be kicking it from the logo.
That thing would go from one end of the property to the other.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I can never. Gozaimasu. With $2 of Canadian pesos. Yes, thank you.
Maybe they heard literally any trip Howard's ever been on or any event he's ever been to. Like Ed Bradley's funeral, Mexico, any wedding, and they were like, no.
Clicking. I hear clicking. It's driving me crazy. I feel like there's Aborigines ready to shoot me or something. It's not me. What's going on? This is so weird. I hear clicking. Do you hear it? It's driving me nuts. Oh well. All right.
You got ice. I think you got ice right in your mouth.
No, I have no ice.
No, okay.
My ice is is what's left in my glass of my Death Star ice cube. I have Death Star ice cubes.
There you go.
And obviously, Luke got there already.
It might be Monique.
Your knee?
No, Monique. It might be.
Oh, Monique? How can she's not? I don't see her.
I know it was a joke.
Is she eating again? Everybody.
Okay, here I'm gonna mute myself.
All right, I mean.
There you go.
Definitely not me. Oh God, Toko, that's terrible. I'm
completely bloody sick of this.
Ed Rooney with the 99 cents. We can't even go to Dollar Tree anymore.
You know, Michael, let's just say it's me. Let's move on.
Let's just move on.
Yes,
I don't hear anything, but
it's driving me crazy. But it's okay.
It's all good.
It's all good. All right, so let's
99 cents. Is that what we're doing?
That's what. Hey, it's 99 cents more than we had before, as they say.
This is true.
Stuttering John won't read it, but damn it,
we will. Here we go. So we go from the meth gala. I mean, the meth gala to this wonderful flying way too close to the sun of Wigorous. This is phenomenal.
Stay out of the camera shot.
Yeah, and I don't know. There are people out there who are economically suffering. To see a bunch of people walking around in a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 gown.
Is he kidding?
Is somewhat offensive, I think.
Yeah. So the guy that has how much is his real estate worth? $200 million.
Oh, bro, that's
real estate.
Bro. The Florida mansion currently on Zillow is $150 million estimate, and then like the one in the Hamptons at least 90, and then you got freaking
Manhattan.
Several dozens of millions of dollars for the apartment. So
he has $250 million in real estate, but he's worried about people walking around in dresses going to offend people.
Wait, let me get in the Wayback Machine with Sherman. During the wedding rehearsal for the last Ashley Jade's wedding, remember that picture of her walking in New York? And we guesstimated between all of us that she had at least $17,000 worth of crap on that night. At least. Because Mo pulled up the dress that she was wearing, and then she deduced the shoes, and then the jewelry. We kind of guesstimated it was at least $17,000 worth of crap she had on for a wedding rehearsal.
Rehearsal dress.
Yeah.
Rehearsal dress and just rehearsal.
Yeah.
Not the wedding.
In fact, we should bring that. We should find that and bring it back.
It was more. It was a $15,000 necklace. It might have been 40 grand on Beavis' body.
Mo tore it out apart masterfully.
There you go.
It was like
look at Mo. Look at Mo.
And goes to mass once again. $2 Canadian pesos for Ed Rooney. Woohoo! He also follows me on DJ's Classic Garage. He's a good guy. He likes old cars. So. Too good. Yeah, so the tone deaf, but I love how tone deaf Howard sounds. Like he just absolutely throws around his wealth by having, cars take him everywhere. He has a house in Palm Beach. He works out of his basement.
But don't you dare mention it.
Exactly. But no, you go out there in a $10,000 dress. Oh my God! You're just being cruel to poor people.
Who was the Nutnik that had the audacity to mention the bowling alley? Wasn't it King of All Blacks?
Yes, it was.
No, it was like
it was Ed whatever the fuck is it? Ed.
Yeah, he's like
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
That's right. The guest mentioned it.
Yeah, someone said that they saw the
Ed Sheeran was down there and he bowled in the bowling alley.
No, it's been mentioned more than once.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about it earlier, Hitler had a bowling alley in the basement of the Berghof, but he never told anybody.
Did he really? I can only imagine the zaniness that happened. Gerber, how am I going to get this picket fence?
Well, because he said that every bowling league in Germany would ask him to be an honorary member, so. He made it.
Pulling our leg? Is this like an actual thing?
Adolf was the king of the 7-10 split.
Did he have his own Did he have his cool suede jacket on? With the.
Well, he didn't really like to play that much, but Ava Braun and her friends did because, like, when he was having like military, conferences, upstairs, like she would go down with the female staff.
She's picking up the 9-10 split.
Exactly.
That's something
good for her.
I love the name STDJS. Disgusting lumpy goiter, formerly Eugene.
Oh, Eugene.
$5. Howard Stern asked Sal who the only non-president U.S. currency is, except there are two: Hamilton and Franklin. No one corrected him. No, of course not. Alexander Hamilton, he didn't live very long, so he never became president. And you're right. But the bill's too small for Howard to know.
Yeah, he's never seen one. Or it's been so long.
He's never seen a 20.
I bet Beth is familiar with 20s.
Oh, absolutely. And I bet it can convert dinar to 20s.
Well, and she could, no one can roll a dollar bill more tighter than. Never mind.
Yeah, listen, Xavier, every now and then a crumpled up 20 randomly falls out of Beth.
Yes.
Every now and then.
Yes.
Yeah, just from somewhere.
From somewhere.
It's like, oh.
Wait. Mo, anytime we even remotely talk about sports on here, you bust our butt. And now you're like spamming us with like sports updates and shit.
Yeah, Johnny, come lately sports fan over there.
What? What's the score? The Knicks Celtics.
They're winning now, I guess. Wait a minute. Whoa. Tone code 89, $5. Love you guys, but 3 dudes talking about the Met Gala is kind of gay.
Kinda,
I guess. The only link
One
to a
dude
pegging
drinking red
party by
wine.
Wednesday show.
One dude drinking red wine. We're talking about the Met Gala. Yeah. You know what?
I'm drinking rye. So.
All right, there you go. Yeah. Well,
touch me in the morning and then just walk away.
Wow. Do we spoil and put the score up? No. From the Johnny Come Lately fan over there.
yeah, put the score up.
All right, fine. Here.
They're in the garden.
Don't you produce the show from 2,000 miles away? I'll do it.
Slowly I turned, and step by step, inch by inch,
Danny's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
So a moment of truth happened because they were talking about Netflix and their viewers. You know, all the streaming services really don't report their actual viewers. They have other services that do report them, and it's kind of close, but it's done by hours watched. It isn't by people. So you have to do division. You have minutes watched. You have to do math to figure out how many people are actually watching. So they got into the whole conversation over that, and then a truth bomb comes out. It's always good.
Listen, Netflix is the number one. But these services, you don't know. It's like SiriusXM. We don't tell you who's listening to what. I do. We could have 3 viewers. I'm not telling you that. Why would I tell you?
Just did.
He literally told on himself that I have 3 viewers. I love that he thinks he's on TV.
Maybe we have 3.
I mean, he had 3. You know, it's so funny that he keeps on flying so close to the sun with all these, with everything. He gets so infinitesimally close, and it's like, dude, you know, at this point, it's time to stop. It really. I mean, if he was smart, but he isn't, and didn't have such a giant nut, he should just ride off into the sunset at this point. Have some dignity. Seriously, just any dignity, but there is no dignity. Not from this man.
At this point, knowing Howard, it's truth by subtraction. The fact that he never mentions, if he had any sort of real audience, that's all he would talk about. That's literally all he would talk about. But he doesn't mention it, so you just gotta figure, wow, his audience must be real shitty.
I think it's gone.
Yeah.
So Howard knows he's out of it, but he knows he's got plenty of money. He knows he doesn't need any more money. So what in his opinion are the pros to continuing on? Because I think that it's his image, which is very much important to him, and the thought that a week after he quits, he'll be forgotten.
Well, it's partially that, but you got to remember his nut is huge. Oh. His nut is huge.
That's true. That's a good point.
The just the real estate alone, the taxes on the real estate, the insurance on the real estate, you know, we're talking 8 figures, easily 8 figures on all that real estate he has, and then that's not including maintenance and upkeep on these things because they're resorts. You know, he may be his spend maybe $25 million, $30 million a year. Seriously. I wouldn't even put it past that number. He needs to keep working because as much as he's saved, he's going to piss through that before he dies.
And his daughters.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I've worked at a bunch of McMansions, and regularly those homes monthly have like a $10,000 electricity bill.
Yep.
Generally.
Yep.
And his houses are a lot bigger than the ones I've worked. I think the biggest one I've worked was like 11,000 square feet, and his houses are way bigger than that.
Yeah.
So you got to figure he's that times 3. So he's realistically he's dropping $20,000 to $30,000 a month on electricity alone for those 3 places.
Well, think about the Florida house. The Florida house it's on the beach, and it's already, even over there, it's already in the 80s, and it's like 80 at night and 85 during the day. That air conditioning is just running. It has to. And when he's not there in the summer, the air conditioning is running because you can't leave it without air because it will mold. So his nut during the summer, that house probably has a $20,000 electric bill in the summer, a month.
That's probably pretty accurate, man.
I mean,
no joking.
Crazy.
And that's just electricity. We're not talking about like the upkeep, all this other crap that he has to fucking pay for monthly.
Yeah, and you can't just cut it off. You guys are in Florida.
No. Like Dennis just said. I mean, he'll ruin, the drywall, whatever it's on. Like it really is remarkable that he can run 3 of those freaking places.
How many?
And then the other problem is that he's going to the maintenance just on the grounds, the maintenance on the actual building, because he's on the ocean, so the building itself is taking a beating constantly because he is facing the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, bro, 100%.
And then he has all that landscaping, and he's got to have a $3,000 a month water bill in Palm Beach because they charge for water. It's easily $3,000. I mean, that's an expensive house to maintain. It's expensive.
See, Howard, that would be a reality show I would watch. Just watching you pay the bills, or getting the statement from the accounting company that pays your bills.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's got to pay the accountants to pay.
Exactly. He has to pay people to manage his money and manage his places.
So, do you think in Florida that he has a staff like he does in the Hamptons? Because we know in the Hamptons he has the staff out east, as Gary says.
He has to. It's an 18,000 square foot house. It is literally a hotel. You have to have at least 10, 15 people to run that thing.
Chefs, what is there?
Chefs, maids, laundry, landscaping. You name it, it's there.
TiVo tutor.
Various
stuff.
Air conditioning tutor.
Yeah.
And then a maintenance person when shit, like that house is taking a beating from the elements being where it is. You got to have a maintenance guy to take care of shit.
Dude, when he was saying that he sent, so you can buy guitar picks on Amazon for, you can get like 24 for like $5.
Yes.
And it was like, I sent it to New York, because he doesn't have the problems you and me have, There's all these different addresses, so he could send it. And there's the automatic pay where it just sends it without even asking you on Amazon.
Yes, and that's what he did because he's an idiot.
And he doesn't know how to do anything.
No, goes in my ass. I might as well plug because he gave us 2 Canadian pesos at DJ's Classic Garage. Is Jackie Chair's Car Channel. That's right. I have a lot, and I do have a live coming up this Thursday. And I may talk about something about this.
Well, here, let's look at the shirt. Dennis. Stand up, look at the shirt. Nice. I like it.
Dennis, I got my truck back on Saturday. I had to get the transmission redone. So the Chevrolet dealership quoted me $4,300 more than I got it done for. Can you believe that? You can believe that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I do because I had bad back brakes on my F-150 when I went in for an oil change, and they wanted to charge me $800 to change a pair of disc brakes. And I went, yeah, I'll do it myself for $100. Have a nice day.
$4,300 more.
Yeah, that's about right.
I got it done for $38.38. They charged me.
It's actually not bad for a transmission.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had my transmission changed for $100 because I had an extended warranty.
Well, yeah. So my warranty ran out at $90,000 and it has $91.50.
Ah, bastards!
Wow.
They know it too.
They wouldn't give you a little goodwill. Nice,
dude. They know it. They literally.
They could have. No, they didn't. Nope.
They did exactly what Dennis just did.
Yep. That's what they did.
Yep.
That was bastard.
Oh, transmission went out. Fuck you. Pay me.
Exactly. Pay.
Yeah.
We're not even going to bother to bring it to the regional rep. Nope.
And then on top of that, we're going to quote you $8,370.
Jeez, that's crazy, man.
I said.
Exactly. Jesus, that's horrible.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so all right, I think there's enough manly stuff. Now we have to get back to the gay stuff there at the Howard Stern show, and we're going to talk about teeth. And you talk about somebody. This is flying close to the sun again. I mean, he's like, he must be made of asbestos at this point because this is insane.
We'll see. Who knows? End of day. Yeah. All of a sudden, Fred will be a great conversationalist. What the hell could be next? He's right. Baba Booey has a decent set of choppers. I still think they made him a little too white, for my money, if I may be critical.
Well, they match. It's not like he's got, there's some people who will get the front part of the teeth lightened, and then the rest of the teeth are not so bright. And when they smile, then you see the discolored ones behind the veneers. His are evenly matched.
Yeah. But it is a
so let's touch on this for a second. First of all, that wasn't a pregnant pause. That pause actually gave birth.
Yeah.
I mean, he's sitting there reading, trying to understand the script that was put in front of him, and he just sat there blank. And so then he has the balls to talk about teeth. Let's sit there and admire Howard's teeth. Okay. Let me throw this up there.
Teeth.
Okay. Look at those chiclets.
Now,
I mean,
correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks like some Dr. Kaufman.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Work.
But
Signature.
my favorite is this on the bottom. This at least Gary got top and bottom done. This is just.
I've never noticed that, Dennis. I've seen that picture.
I'm pointing it out, and it's disturbing. It's almost like one big tooth. He actually looks like one of those bottom feeding fish that has this solid thing to crack shells. Because I mean, that does not look like separate teeth. That looks like a bone plate.
It surprises me because I always assumed that Howard was a bottom.
Yeah. One row is the Hamptons, one row is Bed-Stuy.
I mean, this is perfect. Batman villain level. Absolutely. I mean, but him busting on Gary's teeth with these choppers in his mouth is absolutely friggin' wrong.
Dude.
I mean, seriously, this is just you're flying way too close to the sun.
It's like this show is his like fantasy world where nothing.
Well, here's the thing, Dennis. He did get his money's worth because notice how you took it takes the focus off his face.
Yeah, because they're so horrible. It even takes the focus off the penis nose.
Yeah.
And the wig.
He literally looks like I don't know. He does look like a fucking Batman villain.
He does.
There's a little bit of penguin in there.
It's like friggin' Lockjaw. I mean, it's just like freaking ridiculous.
I remember when they called him out when he come back because he got those done in California.
Yes.
And when he came back, he's like, "Well, I had my front teeth bonded. That's all.
I had bonding done.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, right. Sure.
Sure.
Those are new chiclets. They slap new chiclets in his mouth. Those are probably dentures.
It's like a storage cave for different cheeses.
I swear those are dentures.
They got some on the top that are like, some on the bottom that are. whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Goes in my ass has another one. Can anyone imagine how without Howard Stern we actually would have real comedy today? He lowered the bar so low that Stuttering John actually has a social media following. Yeah, that makes me
Yeah, that's
sad.
a good point.
That makes me very, very sad.
But
very, very sad.
Stuttering John wouldn't nobody would pay attention at all to him if
No.
But what do you think? What do you think is Howard's compulsion in that? Listen, if he wasn't Howard Stern, he was just some other dude that randomly got famous. We would say, "Oh, he's just another phony baloney Hollywood guy. Who cares?" But the fact that Howard has to get the fucking work done and then bust on other people for the shit that he does, but even they don't do it to a fraction of what he does. No. It's like I say, he flies close to the sun. There's a part of him that wants to get away with doing shit and then put it on other people.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing now, because he's such a hypocrite. I think that's what really you bastard. It doesn't want me to share this. It's the end of the show too. God damn it. You son of a bitch. Hold on. Give me a second here. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, I don't have it anymore.
And representing Scumbag, we have Mike, Prick, Vivian, and Neil.
Vegetable rights and peas.
All right, so let's see if I can save this, because it is the end of the show, and of course the ubiquitous Marianne from Brooklyn calling in, because we must hear this, right? I mean, we must, right? Because everybody needs to hear a little Marianne from Brooklyn ruining our lives at this point. And I can't get the damn thing to work. What type of file is this?
I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. There's a pretty smart little old dog in there.
We could just do that all night.
None taken.
Let me try this one more time. I'm gonna try dropping it in here and doing this, because these got sent. Let's see. Yes, replace it. These got sent to me via text message, because that's the way all good audio should be sent and shared. So let's try. Otherwise, we're just gonna talk about one more thing, because Jesus, why not? Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, so the show ends with him rambling because he realizes that there's 30 minutes left and he needs to kill time. So he has Marianne from Brooklyn call in, and he she starts rambling about the contract and all sorts of. We end with the contract, and so pretty much, the show ends as usual, where he's looking at the clock, and he gets really close to the time he needs to go, and he goes into a live read. With tomorrow, we're going to have. What the hell was it going to have? We're going to have. Oh my God! It's something horrible tomorrow, as usual. Fuck, I can't remember what it was.
The Stern Show, no way. Get out.
No, it's something absolutely that I didn't want to hear, and we're going to have it anyway, so there it is. Oh, look at that. Jeremy, you got $2. $2, actually, two
Don't
Canadian
spend it
pesos.
all in one place, bro.
Thank you.
2 Canadian pesos. I
know
think
what?
that converts down to $1.12.
That brake job got a lot cheaper now.
Yeah, there you go. That's for your transmission. So there was one other thing that he talked about today that absolutely befuddled me. And he talked about Jennifer Hudson's spirit tunnel. And it's not on Jennifer Hudson.
Wait, what?
Jennifer Hudson's spirit tunnel.
Is that what she calls her butthole?
I guess so. Because this is actually a thing where they have a spirit tunnel when the guest comes in. And there's actually a whole YouTube for them with their spirit tunnels. So this is what a spirit tunnel. Here it is. Here we go. Kevin Hart with the spirit tunnel.
Wait, isn't that a Soul Train line?
Yes, it is. They literally stole
That's
the
all
Soul
it is,
Train,
right?
and now they actually have. This is like a huge part of her show. Is this embarrassment? Is literally
dig deep down from planet
I mean,
X.
it was
Yeah.
just funny though that he came and he brought up, and I literally commented in the listening thread at radiogunk.com /forums /Howard Stern that that these Jennifer talking about Jennifer Hudson in 2025. I mean seriously, who's talking about this person?
Not me.
I mean, seriously, she disappeared to daytime TV. He literally was going around trying to figure out what was on daytime TV, though he has time to watch daytime TV all day long.
Yeah.
Think of that for a second.
Yeah, exactly.
I just found it just weird. It was just something that throwing there was just so weird. But this is Time Killer because they literally went there and they played like 4 of those things. And it's just like, okay. And the reason of this is because why? Okay. Sure. Is Drew still on? Yes, Brizzo. Your girlfriend Drew Barrymore is still on. Barely.
That's the only TV Howard watches because he's especially this time of year, he's sleeping by the time the sun goes down.
Well, the sun goes down at like 8:30.
Oh yeah, he's definitely asleep by then.
Jesus. So yeah, that's
the
all.
sun never goes down in Ladies Town.
No, it doesn't. That was the other thing today that they walked away. They walked away from the Ladies Boys thing earlier in the show, where he said that he was getting more of those AI generated. Look at that, $2
not for me.
Canadian pesos, but not for
Yes.
Mr. Whiskers.
Not for me.
So the thing is, he went away from Ladyboys, and then he was going more on the AI generated girls that we spotlighted last week or a week before.
Yes.
Yeah. So he actually went full into that. Like, oh, I don't see Ladyboys anymore. Sure. Okay. And then also AI generated babies nursing. That's what he says he gets on his feed now. All of a sudden, the Ladies Boys things has kind of walked away. It's so weird.
Babies nursing.
Yeah. There's like a thing where the only way you can show naked boobs on a lot of the social media things is there has to be like some sort of medical thing, which would be babies nursing.
What are the odds that Beth hopped on his account and was looking up, like, just to kind of vicariously, like, be
Slim
like,
to none.
Yeah,
Slim to none. He probably has that thing under double pad wall, about double lock with triple authenticity kind of stuff. Are you kidding?
It's got like a retina scan for his freaking. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is like, I look for content for our site and sometimes I go on, my dogs have their own Instagram and I'm just kind of looking at the algorithm. Not one chick with stick, bro. Like I get like throwback commercials from like and stuff from the 70s. I get almost all dog content, and it's like there's nothing,
Yeah, I don't have that either.
And I got because of I'll just blame the website instead of saying I'm a degenerate. Hot chicks doing like short little Instagrams, not once. Yeah,
that's the best.
Not once a Filipino chick with a with a penis.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to ever happen to mine. I haven't had one of those.
Yeah,
strange, huh? So yeah.
No unicorns.
Yeah.
Unicorns?
But the thing is, once again, he just confesses. Kind of like the ratings. He confesses to shit, and he just thinks he's slick. He thinks he's slick. Like, oh, I never.
And he thinks it sounds outrageous because he's edgy.
No, it's like everybody pretty much assumes you're a closeted, freaking, almost octogenarian at this point.
Yes.
So whatever. Nobody cares.
Oh well. So that is our wonderful show tonight. Mo will be back next Monday. So we're going to go tomorrow, and we're going to have some other garbage that they're going to put on that was going to sound absolutely unbelievably terrible, and I can't wait. And then Wednesday's going to happen, and there'll be unbelievably terrible shit Wednesday that we'll just have to talk about. And then Thursday, brief plug is I have a live, and I'll talk about manly stuff at 8:00.
Yeah.
And there will be no gay podcaster that night. So
yes. Yeah. Can we just start like reviewing like Benny Hill shows or something like that? Shit that happened like 50 years ago.
Yes. So and I've made progress on my office here. I have all my car stuff behind me, including the book on crappy cars. There, that thing right. That's a book on crappy cars. So yeah, I've been a little busy trying to fix this all. Look at that! See, I got the little things here. I even have like cabinetry and all sorts of stuff.
There's that trophy you won back in.
No, that trophy Casey gave that to me as a great podcaster because Casey's the best. So yeah. All right. So
well, thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
It was
thank
fun.
You for being
thanks
on.
for coming.
Yeah, it was fun.
And we will see you. I will not say anon because I will say we'll see you domani or a presto, and we'll go from there. Anybody else have anything else to say?
No, I'm good.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any discussion at radiogunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram or Twitter at Radio Gunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so that you know when we're going to have a new show. Thanks.